guys, it's Louie. Welcome back to the Chan. Today we are in New York City. Yeah, I know, insane. And I wanted to do a get ready with me video of me in New York City to also talk about the events that took place last night. And I'm talking about the special screening of SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay, or the new SpongeBob movie In Search of SquarePants. But first I need to get in the shower because last night after the event we got back around like 10:30 and we went out last night until about almost 3 a.m. Actually it was 3 a.m. and I was dancing and all sweaty, but I was so exhausted from waking up at 4 a.m., traveling immediately, and then not taking a nap in between the time I had from arriving in New York to the event because we went out to sightsee for a little bit. So I was exhausted, so instead of showering before bed I kind of just threw my clothes all over the floor and then went to bed. I was sweaty, woke up a little musty, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just being honest, I'm trying to keep our relationship on a truth basis, you know, no lies detected. But first I want to show you guys the shower because this thing is insane. It is so big, I can literally perform an entire Beyonce concert here. New York, make some noise! I know that's right. Dancing in the mirror, singing in the shower. Okay, just showered. I have on these underwear from Tommy, and there's like a hole. It's not like that bad, but it's like right here, and it's low-key giving bush on me. All right, let me put this back up because I am big. Vega. Okay, I gotta take a thumbnail. Yo, this like mirror in here, the lighting is just so like professional. If I had to put it in a word, yeah. How I am feeling right now, I am exhausted. I only got like maybe 5 hours of sleep. I usually get 8. Yeah. Hello. Happy holidays. You too. Thank you so much. Breakfast is here. Morning. Calzone. Yes, I am tired, but still I rise. You know, we're in New York for such a short period of time. You have to take every single minute. Every second counts. Every second counts. All right, so about last night. So we got there around 7:30 because that's when they allow people to go in. They have like a line of people that were also invited to the event. And after the event, I went back and looked some of these people up and they're like real life influencers. Yes, let me show you. Like one girl, her name is Hannah Musette. She was there, and I literally remember watching her growing up doing her curly hair routine. There were some other guys too. Toki, aka Brocklick Pump. He's a cosplayer. He was there as well. Thickney was there, the one that's in SZA's song Get Behind Me in the interlude. She was there. We walk into Paramount, we go up the escalator, and then there's like a table where people are checking in, and there was like one guy, his name was Walter, and he was the one that was, I guess, escorting me and like making sure that I was okay. I felt like I was a very important figure of the night, given that I was the one that created the dance, yes. So he's like, if you need anything, I'll be right here. Just basically like a point of contact in case something happens, right? Get in, and the venue is not like the biggest. It's kind of like, I guess the sizing would be like 2 of my hotel bedrooms, maybe even more a little bit. Yeah, but there was like a table set up, there was an open bar, food, and then also candy and popcorn. And they have a photo op thing that they had. I got some pictures there, period. Sorry. Skincare. Then people and mascots of SpongeBob and Patrick come out, and people are, you know, getting pictures with them, and people started doing my dance with them in the mascots, like behind them, like people were doing the dance. And watching people do your dance online and tag you is one thing, but then watching them actively record themselves doing it to post it online for a trend is another. I guarantee you that they didn't know that I was the one that, you know, created the dance, but it just felt so like, wow, people, like something I created resonated with people. So that's why I was like gagged when I saw literally everyone there was doing the dance. So it was like, if these people or with the following are doing the dance, imagine how much of an impact it is around the world. And obviously I'm seeing it now because I'm getting tagged from people in Korea, Japan, India, Brazil, like all of these places. It's just like, wow, like, you know, but we can't celebrate just yet because what is next? You know, you don't want to be a one-hit wonder. You want to keep it pushing. But we'll talk about that later. They come out, and then Walter's like, oh, you should get like a TikTok with SpongeBob and Patrick. And I'm like, okay. As soon as I go take a video with them, they're like, oh, they'll be back in like 15 minutes because they need a break, which is fair because like you don't want to be in a mascot costume for so long because you'll overheat and die. Then we went back to mingling. We got a couple drinks. Bro, the drinks that they had, there was this one drink, I think it was a Mai Tai, and it was blue. We got a cup, and I'm telling you, it was straight liquor. Straight liquor. Straight liquor. Like, I did not taste one, I don't even know, grenade, like Ariana Grenade. I just tasted straight liquor. It was tasty, I'm not gonna lie. Then SpongeBob and Patrick came back, did a TikTok with them. And then we chilled out for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, in walks in Miss Spice herself. Yes, Miss Ice Spice. It honestly caught all of us by surprise, because I genuinely thought they were gonna be like, ladies and gentlemen, Ice Spice, because this is her screaming, like this is her thing. But she just walked in, and then all of a sudden people were just like, boom, and she was just right there. She is drop dead gorgeous. Like, she is absolutely beautiful. I heard that she was 5'3", and I was expecting her to be really tiny, but I also think that she was wearing these big ass platform heels. Her presence is very like, calming, and she was very nice. She got a picture at the photo booth or the photo op. Then she got pictures with Patrick and SpongeBob, right? Then she, they're like, the people that at Paramount are talking to me, they're like, oh, we want to try to get you guys like a picture or whatever. I'm like, cool. I'm standing, like, the path to the theater, I was standing in that path. So then I was like, okay, I'll just stand right here. Maybe she'll see me and be like, hi. So then she's walking by and I'm like, hi, Spice. She's like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, good, how are you? And then I walk by and they were like, oh, what's it called? I'm assuming she didn't know what was going on. Then her team was like, oh, we want you to get a picture with this guy because he created the dance. And she was like, oh my God. And then I got a picture with her. When I went to go like talk to her again, my heart was pounding. The freaking photographer was like, over here, guys, over here. Something in me locked the fuck in. Like, I'm Mew boots down. I'm Mew boots down when it comes to pictures. I know how to achieve a good Mew. Yes, because I've learned to, because you never want to go out and take a picture and then your double chin's just like, you know what I mean? But in that moment when the guy was like, over here, I literally was like, oh my God, Spice, I love you so much. Romania. Like, I was not playing, because if they do use a picture for like, you know, promotion, or they're like, oh, the creator and Ice Spice are together, I can't be looking a fool. I'm mewing boots down, sucking in my cheeks a little. Well, I didn't really suck in my chips. I didn't suck in my cheeks as much. I think I was like biting on my teeth a lot, and then I sucked in my like that one. Yeah, I looked at the picture this morning and it's tea. Like, it's tea. Like, bitch, we both look tea, like, no shade. So we took the picture, then she went up to the theater, introduced herself to everyone, was like, oh, thank you guys so much for coming. And then she was talking, and she is so shy. She's like, guys, thank you so much for coming out, She didn't say all that, but she was like, thank you so much for the screening. I tried my best, Her character was really funny. I'm not gonna spoil it because I don't know if I'm allowed to, because the movie isn't out yet, but maybe by the time this comes out, it probably will be. But her character is really funny, it's cute, it's very her. I fully thought that she was gonna sit there and watch the movie with us, but it wouldn't really make sense because she already went to the original premiere, so like, why would she watch the movie again? But I thought she was fully in there. The movie starts, then I get a text on my phone from Walter, and he's like, come out to the lobby. Before we went into the theater, we got snacks and candy, and I also happened to get a water bottle. I opened the water bottle to take a sip really quick before Ice Spice showed up, and I assumed that I closed the bottle fully. Turns out I didn't. So I'm sitting in the seat, and I get the text from Walter, and then all of a sudden I like go to get up, and I feel like my right pocket, and it's soaked, absolutely soaked. And I'm like, I genuinely thought I peed myself, but then I grabbed the water bottle and I was like, oh my God, this thing was open the entire time. So then turns out Ice Spice somehow managed to sneak out of the theater, but there's only one exit. She managed to like get out of the theater without me seeing. I don't know, I generally wasn't paying attention, I guess. So she was out there beating everybody again, like the people that didn't go into the theater. And they're like, we want you to do a TikTok with her. And I was like, oh, great. You guys couldn't have, you know, told me to do it before I spilled water on myself, but I was gonna let this moment pass me by, so I was like, you know what? It's just gonna have to be what it's gonna have to be. If people are in the comments making fun of me peeing my pants, you know what? That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And she's like standing there, and I'm like, do you wanna do the dance? She's like, I generally don't know it. And obviously I didn't want to expect her to, because like she has such a busy schedule. So I'm like, you can just do the okay. And she's like, okay, period. And then we're over here dancing, and I'm over here dancing, and then I'm just thinking about the wet stain. That's all I was thinking about. Then we're talking at the end, and I'm like, thank you so much, Ice Spice. And I was like, I'm such a big fan of you. She's like, I'm a big fan of you. Girl, what? Big fan of me? Girl, stop. Stop, I'm easy, chill. Absolutely right, because what do you mean Ice Spice is a big fan of me? And you know what the crazy thing is? I was gonna tell her about the time I dressed up as her for an artist party we did in college. But I was like, wait, maybe not. It'd be such a crazy thing to say. Yeah, I dressed up as you for an artist party and performed one of your songs with Nicki Minaj. do the TikTok, and then we go watch the movie. I didn't know that, I guess it was normal for people or influencers at these events to show up to the event, get their pictures, and then dip. I generally did not know that was a normal thing to do because a lot of the influencers that were there did that. I mean, hey, people have their busy schedules, they showed face and they're good. But me, I was like, oh my god, like I was invited, I might as well just watch the movie. Like this is such, you know, not everyone gets to experience this, right? The movie was really good, the plot was really good. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I don't want to spoil it in case you guys want to watch it. I think you should watch it, especially if like you're someone like me who loves animated movies and very like, I guess something, or, environment. If you're into things that allow you to connect with your childhood self, like how I like to connect with my childhood self, definitely go watch the movie. There were a lot of butt jokes. So after the movie, people get their content and we're taking pictures, and then these two people are making a TikTok, and then they have their phone popped up on the table, and I'm like, do you guys want me to record it for you? Just like be nice. And they're like, oh, do you want to be in the video? And I was like, huh? And I generally couldn't hear. So I was like, what? And they're like, do you want to be in the video? And I was like, what? And I thought they were asking me if I made the dance. So I was like, yeah, I made the dance. And they were like gagged. They were like, you made the dance? And I was like, yeah. And then they were like, get in the video. And I was like, oh my god, okay. So then we made the TikToks, and then we got more pictures, made more TikToks with other people, because then people saw us doing the dance, and they were like, yeah, he made the dance. And they were like, oh, like you made the dance, like this is your thing, like okay, pluck that gag, fin of that tea. I was like, oh my god, like I never really thought of it like that. Yeah, like I made the dance. Because like for me, like when like this is not the first dance that I made. No, because I made the and I had some traction, yes, but not to the point where it's like, oh, this is in a movie, this was in a lyric video, this has like over 400,000 people using it on TikTok and more from Reels as well. So it's like, I never really thought how much of an impact my dance had in the TikTok and social media community until yesterday when I walked in and I was just like caught off guard by people doing my dance. Like literally everyone was doing my dance. There were also some little girls who were probably like 6, 7, okay, sorry. But they were probably like 6, 7 and like years old, and they were doing the dance. They were like, SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay? And I was like, do you know I'm the reason you're doing that? Are you aware that without me, this would not be a thing right now? You know what I mean? Where it's like, I just genuinely never thought of, that's not true. I'm not gonna sit here and say I never thought about getting to this point, but I just would never think, I don't know. I never thought of how much of an impact this was gonna have when I first made the dance. Because when the song came out, like that day, it was I think it was November 14th, I was dancing and I was like, oh, okay, stop playing with him, Riot. And I was moving my hands and I was like, big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. And I was like, SpongeBob, big, I was like, okay. So then I propped up my phone like I do every single day, like almost 3 times a day, and danced, and then it resonated with people, and then it became a whole story, it became a whole thing, and then now I'm here in New York, going to an event, or went to an event, met Ice Spice, saw a bunch of creators and influencers, saw them doing my dance, met SpongeBob and Patrick, mascots, like doing all of these things, and it was pretty cool. Okay, my battery's about to die, I'm gonna switch it and then come right back. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know. So much happened last night where it was just like, wow, like that was pretty cool. Also, after the movie, we got these goodie bags. We got a Big Eye shirt, a pickleball racket, color me pages. I think there's something else, but I don't know. And then after the premiere, Nick and I went to this event that was hosted by Jacob Dior and ZZZZ Zach. And it was so much fun. Great vibes, not too crowded, but like the right amount of people, and everyone actually danced. And it's so rare to see these days because, especially coming from Boston where you go out and people don't dance unless like you're going to the gay club. But like here, you walk upstairs and then everybody was dancing. The people that weren't dancing were sitting on the side, and that was such like a culture shock because in Boston, like if you don't dance, you can stand in the middle, no one's gonna care. But here, it's like if you're not dancing, you're not gonna be in someone's way. And I love that. We were dancing all night, met so many people. It was a good time. Today, I'm going to seize the day. Really take in New York. Maybe like I'll walk by. I might low-key change my outfit though, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not really feeling this top. But maybe I'll like walk around and someone like will scout me or something, I don't know. Romania. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for getting ready with me in New York City and hearing about my experience at the SpongeBob movie special screening hosted by Ice Spice. And yeah, don't forget to smile. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment some content ideas you'd like to see from me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. SpongeBob big got pencil cake. SpongeBob big got pencil cake.